think, alright, it's okay now. I was having some trouble connecting. So, okay, we're live and ready to go. I shared a link on the groups, but I think now it's going to be a different link. So, okay, now we're live already, so now I can't find the link. Okay. Old people problems. Huh? Now it's okay. Let me just connect to Instagram real quick. Bro.
Alright, there we go. Assisting was a good place to
You like to left a lot.
walk up.
Not only you. Both of you. Which is different.
Oh, same way. I need to come here.
Oh, no,
But if I come here too much, then
no, that's
Man, don't
a little
move.
bit, a little bit more. Smoother. Yeah.
okay, move the laptop a little bit. Come on. Come on. Good. All right. So today we are going to go over a couple of techniques from Nogi. All right. My preferred and favorite choke, in case you guys don't know, is no. You don't know my favorite choke? There is. Oh. Okay, so the first one I'm gonna show is when the guy's on his back, right? And normally I would be wearing shorts, so it's a lot easier to pass the guard with the slice or the cutter pass. With the gi, it's a little bit harder because there's friction with the pants and stuff. But you get the idea, anyways. So when I'm passing and I like to go straight, right? There's no grips. Remember, there's no grips, right? So I'm not holding here anymore. I'm just pushing down on the knee, and I'm on the hip or right below the ribs, and I push down and sort of sidestep, right? So if you guys ever wonder why we do those guard passing drills, it's not exactly the same movement all the time, but that is the thing. You don't want to ever be like this, like your legs too close together and stuff. So that's one of the reasons that you're gonna do those kind of motions and get used to them. So it's very second nature for you. So once I'm here, most of the time when somebody comes with a half guard, what is they working for? Is the underhook. Okay? So I don't come in right away and start passing because I know what I want to set up. So turn the Wi-Fi off. Put it up. Put it okay. It's good. Turn the Wi-Fi off. It's having technical issues. Instagram. Hold on 1 second. Gives a better leg rest. Don't say anything. No comments about my quarantine belly. Only I can say something. Even Zubair been gaining some weight. I'm gonna say this case. We're ready. Okay? Which is good. All right, sorry about that. So, once again, we are pushing on the knee, ribs, pushing forward there a little bit, right? So I can keep the pressure and then step over here. Now, making sure he can't get in a half guard above my knee. I want to always have my knee free. When he starts to go for the underhook, this hand is going to catch his wrist, right? So as soon as he goes, I'm going to catch his wrist and bring it here, right? I drop my knee, and this hand now, right? He's going to start pulling his elbow back. It's not going to be that easy to keep his arm straight. It's okay. As soon as I'm got my knee on the floor, he's going to most likely hook my foot into the half guard. It's fine. And my hand's going to go underneath to the other side of his neck, underneath his armpit, out the other side of his neck, and now I can let go because my chest will be on his shoulder. If he tries to lift his arm to come out, then he shouldn't be able to do it if I have enough pressure. So I'm putting pressure, and from his other ear, I'm lifting up so that he can't release his arm or escape his arm anywhere, right? Now, I can shoot more. I haven't passed yet. I can lock up. I'm a bit awkward here. If he tries to bridge and roll me that way, he'll be able to. So you need to be careful. Most of the time, I can come here, right? Lock here first, or I can lock, and I can finish here, but most of the time, to stop the submission, he will open his guard and go belly down, right? So if I don't get the submission here, right, he's gonna open his guard and start to go belly down here, right? If he does that, then as soon as he gets up on his elbow and knees, I will let go of the darts, hook his arm, pull him back down, and lock up again. And then I finish the darts, right? So there's a lot of moving parts there. We'll do it again, and then I'll explain how to finish the darts properly, right? So, one, pass the guard. He tries to go for the underhook, catch his wrist, push. Shoot the hand in, lift up the head, make sure you have good pressure here with your chest. Lock up. Here. If he gives you the pass and doesn't get up, perfect. I just finished the darts here. Remember, if he gets on his knees or goes belly down, right? I may have enough pressure also to just lift my elbow on the other side and just pull him back down. Sometimes his elbow's too strong there, so I will push, pull, lock up the darts again. Okay? Now the finish for the darts, rotate. Move it this way. So when you finish here, the main thing is I don't necessarily need to squeeze and use a lot of energy here. It's the rotation of my body, my shoulders drop, my elbow comes up on the other side. Okay. Okay. Here, one to see the elbow. Here, right? And now the elbow is gonna come up this direction. All right. So guard pass, darts, pass, finish the darts, and there we go. Too much muscle. Some big shirts. Okay, so let's see if there's any questions. I'll get out of there. Right, back up a little bit.
Pose for the camera there. Instagram. Okay,
No questions.
no questions. So if you have your partner, now's the time to do that. Give it a try, and then come back and see if you have any questions. You guys enjoying yourselves over here?
We were just stretching. Oh.
Okay, so I guess there are no questions. Good. When do the dress? Okay, is he starting a question or Saeed? Let's see if there's this question and okay. You don't have to be closer for the pressure. And you don't need to sprawl out this one. So the guards, the finish here, like when I'm here, his escape is to go belly down, so I can lose the grip, so I can go belly down and come up. So now it's very hard for me to finish from here because come rotate to the right. No, so when he gets on his belly, look what happened. Go back down on your shoulder on the side. Yeah. So look what happens. In order to have a good guards, I need to be very deep, right? I need to be able to see my hand, right? So my hand now can lock in my bicep. What happens? I'm not going to move my hand. I'll keep my elbow on the floor. When he goes belly down, watch what happens. Go. Okay, I lose my hand. The depth of the hand is now gone. Now I can barely see my hand, and it's like touching his neck, where I want my forearm on his neck. Okay, so to finish, the pressure is here, but the choke is the forearm on the far artery, the one on the bottom, and blocking the top artery is his own arm with the pressure of my body, all of my weight. I don't need to sprawl down, right? I'm just here, and it doesn't take a lot of pressure if you have good technique with this. So I hope that answers your question. And let's see what else. He can flip you, okay? Go down. The guy on bottom, he can try to flip you that way, especially during the pass. But if your pressure is good enough, the only way he can flip you is if this is now enough pressure and he's able to lift the elbow or roll there. So I'm going to drop, let's rotate this way again. So I'm not sprawling, but I'm not like this. Okay, I'm not putting my head close there. It's just my ear is on this part, right below his shoulder and his wing here. My ear is there, lock up, and my hips go down. I'm not leaning with my elbow on the floor. If my elbow goes towards the floor, he will be able to rotate and maybe flip me. So I'm finishing here, and then my elbow goes towards the floor. But if you start here, yeah, he might be able to flip you. Single leg, he will only be able to go for the single leg if he goes to belly down. Right? So once he gets here, and that's when we switch to other techniques. Okay? Here, other things you can transition to. That situation happens and you lose the touch. And that's why we always have transitions for everything. So you can't at any time get stuck on one technique. Okay, so if your technique is better than escape, you're going to finish it. If his escape is better than your technique, then you have to transition to something else. Okay, and that's what it's all about. Being able to transition to different things. Okay. So much time we have. I try to keep the classes around 20 minutes now so that people who are so busy and can't attend can go do their own thing. Butterfly. Same submission. We're in the butterfly, and we are going to work on the arm drag. Right? So the arm drag is crossing the arm under the elbow, and I pull there. If I pull here, which most people do, he will just drive forward, knocking out my back, and I'm no longer in the butterfly that I want. I'm technically in a butterfly position, but in the butterfly you don't want to be on your back. You want to be able to have your hands to reach farther than your feet. That's the idea, right? So you can have good balance here for sweeps. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for the arm drag, and when I aim there, it's not going to go there. It's actually going to come here. But if I aim here, I'm going to actually go there. So just keep that in mind. So drag and shoot the other hand up, and I lock up the darts. Drag, lock. Okay, I can finish here. Here, I can finish. But most of the time, I will drop. When I start to finish, I will sweep. And end up in the same finishing position as we did before. Okay, so I'll do it a little further away. Drag, darts, lock it up, drop. If I can finish, if he taps here, it's good. But if he starts to roll, try to escape, I kick my knee up, get up, and finish the darts. Okay, so it's the butterfly sweep, setting up the darts, using the butterfly sweep. Good? Oh. It's time to diet. Okay, so if you have any questions on that, it's just a combination. It's a combination of the butterfly sweep and the darts finish. Finishing in the butterfly position. If they defend, then you kick up and sweep and finish in the same exact way that we finished on the first technique that we did when passing. Do that a few times, see if you have any questions. Under. This is the left arm. Yeah. If you are training with your children, keep in mind this choke is not allowed for children. It's not allowed until juvenile division. But it's good to know. It's better. So like this choke, I taught him when he was 8 years old, but I didn't know all the rules then. But anyway, he was doing for locks and everything at 8, so it's not totally bad to learn it. Just let them understand what the rules are, especially if they compete or if they go against other kids. Not to use the more dangerous techniques. There's reasons that kids aren't allowed certain things. They can really hurt and damage
other children, other kids' necks and stuff like that. So just be careful. It is a choke. So yeah, and it's not just a choke. It is it is a choke, but it's also painful. Okay, most people, I think, if you do it right, it hurts a lot on the neck. So if you can get past that initial shock, you need to keep it longer, and then the choke will be there. But yes, it is a choke. It's not a neck crank. It's not a anything like that. So the forearm is on the artery, so you are choking correctly. You should. Anytime the forearm is in the back of the neck, it's going to feel like a neck crank, and your positioning of your forearm is wrong. Okay, so if somebody has a very strong neck, they will tap to that. If they don't have a strong neck, but they have a strong ego, they will get hurt, and they probably won't train for a while. So it's important to do the techniques right. If you are neck cranking somebody, and you feel like, oh, I got that win on that roll, then you might be happy for that day, but you might lose a partner. People might not want to roll with you, stuff like that. Not saying that they should be able to defend the situation, but sometimes when the choke is not there, people feel like they can resist and they can get out of it. And then at a certain point, they might feel something the next day or whatever. But the idea is to execute the choke. And if you're not doing it, if it's not a choke, then it's wrong. So make sure you correct those mistakes. Okay, so almost two. Well, the idea is to choke. So if you're choking her, then yeah, but make sure she can do it back to you. Okay, be abusing people. Hopefully, she'll join the ladies class and she'll get some stuff to beat you up in your house. Huh? If she comes, make sure you give her some good technique to choke him off. He needs it. All right, so that will be it. Dodge choke, some variations, and setup, the way to get there. I'll give a couple more minutes to see if anybody else has questions or comments or anything else. If not, it's time for training. At least for us. If you don't have a partner, then we. If you have a partner, and you train. No, I'm not showing Twister to anybody. Who is that?
Jackson.
Ah, the Twister on what? On Instagram? Ah, okay. The Twister is something we don't mind showing, but it's illegal, right? And we can show it, but it's I'm a little worried to show to a lot of people because they might hurt people, like we have over here in the house choking people. So I don't want anybody to hurt their opponent, because you need to be very careful when you have things working in the spine. Anything else? Okay, no questions. All right, so we'll see you next time. Where's Asma? We're signing off. Oh, she's not here. Okay. See you guys. All right, take care.